What you're about to watch is a case study breakdown of how our client Ian leveraged our AI content system, AI content agent, to drop the cost of acquisition, cost per lead, cost per booked call of a home service business, contractor business by almost 500%, right? And this is a landscape construction business in LA where their cost per lead or cost per booked call, cost per lead was around $50, cost per booked call was around 150. And after he leveraged AI to essentially start creating AI faceless content, AI faceless ads, the cost dropped from $50 per lead to $15 per lead, and from $150 per booked call to, I believe, $30 cost per booked call. All because we actually have one of our other partners who's essentially blown up a construction company and generated over $500,000 in a few months. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when it comes to short form, there is one of the biggest arbitrage happening right now. If you're being able to create great hooks, great content that creates a lot of engagement, you can go viral without having to spend any money on ads and acquire a lot of distribution. So we figured out a way to essentially build an AI system that allows us to essentially acquire the skill that is how to go viral, leveraging content and creating really great ads. And then our clients are essentially leveraging it to fulfill for their own clients instead of forcing their clients' businesses to create content. So this is a really sick mechanism that we're leveraging. We're wanting to deploy it into as many verticals as we can. Ian is already killing it, partnering up with these construction businesses, already making millions and millions of dollars every single year. These are not smaller businesses. These are like companies that already are making multiple seven figures a year and beyond. And yeah, this is one sick application, and this is the second kind of like construction business that we're actually able to help scale from leveraging these AI faceless content and ads. That's one of the systems that's part of our infrastructure that we're leveraging into going after companies when selling AI growth infrastructure. So please find it helpful, and if you want to start building and releasing growth infrastructures, AI enabled infrastructures, then comment AI or make sure you join the masterclass. Love you. Bye-bye. Ian, you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Beautiful. How was your call, by the way? Did you close or did you not close, man? Come on.
Absolutely. I got deposit.
Let's go. Okay, come on. I love that. I love that.
There you
Cool. Maybe give a little bit of context on your background,
Yeah.
kind of like before you started working with us, and then what you're currently doing and what you've innovated.
For sure. Yeah. So I run a marketing agency, digital marketing agency, growth partner, whatever you want to call it, for contractors, mainly home service. Before joining client acquisition, it was just straight, Facebook ads to go high level, your simple stuff, just these random offers. And I was using a lot of static creatives and just videos, just unedited, recorded on your phone, super simple. Our cost per lead and cost per appointment average among our clients was around $50. Cost per appointment was around 150, 200, depending on obviously the booking rate. But ever since joining Serge's team, they've helped us place a setter, an editor, as well as a media buyer. And the editor he's absolutely insane. So he's actually so good at faceless content. Yeah, and he's basically taken over the content department when it comes to our ads. And we've been there's this one client who does, landscape construction, generating $15 leads now with a faceless content, $30 cost per appointment, which is unheard of in local or home service, in LA, which is a very competitive market.
Interesting.
But, yeah, it's absolutely insane with the faceless content because it's such a attention grabber. Mainly uses 11 labs and just a ton of viral videos from TikTok, and then throws some captions on there, and then calls it a day.
And so what was the average cost per book call, let's say, for that business before they kind of like started leveraging the AI faceless stuff?
Yeah. We were around $50.
Okay.
$50 in terms of cost per lead. Cost per appointment was, I believe, we were booking around 40%, so I think that's 120. I think somewhere around there. Yeah. But now it's down to 30, so it's insane.
And are you currently using it when advertising to acquire clients? Like, are you leading with like the idea of not just, let's say, like we're just going to spend money on ads? Are you leading with the fact that you're going to kind of like leverage this new insight or this new kind of like AI content faceless stuff?
No, we've definitely positioned it as the new opportunity, not just an improvement offer, which is really good because ultimately this industry is so commoditized when it comes to agencies. And
Yeah.
when we front facing, when we say, this is the vehicle that's going to get them to their desired outcome, we're getting a lot more traction.
Okay. Love it. Love it. And then like, how much have you sold it for?
Right now it's around 5K and then 5%, but or 5% revenue, but like we're looking to increase to 10, 12, 15K on this offer because it's so valuable.
Yeah. Because how much do you know the revenue of that company in LA?
They do a couple million a year usually.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it, man. Love it. Love it. Cool. Any other insight that you would like to share about kind of like leveraging it?
Yeah. Ultimately it's going to come down to testing because like we're ultimately always testing the faceless content because there's some faceless content that's just never going to work
Mhm.
ultimately. Um, but yeah, testing is a big thing. And then if you can find the right editor, just have an editor do all this because it takes, I used to do this before we placed the editor and it's just time consuming. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, the more you can delegate with this, the better.
Yeah. So technically all you just need is just an editor, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally all you need.
Sick, 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 sick. Love it, love it, love it. And then I think you did give me your cost per appointment, right?
On the yeah, yeah, yeah. For
For
on the
your own,
acquisition side.
for
Oh,
yours. What's your cost
it's around $200. Um, which
for
what what do you mean for a sales
what
call?
is it for sales call? Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it
Mhm.
the show up or not show?
Showed.
Showed? Okay, so 200 bucks for and then but what's the cost per lead?
It's around 70, I think. I mean it's on the higher side, but like we're fine with that. Honestly,
Okay,
because the
cool.
LTV for our clients is so high because we take
Yeah.
5%.
Okay. Yeah, you take your structure like you take a percentage of the deal of the
Yeah,
revenue they bring in. You bring them.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Sick, sick, sick. Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Sick. Love it, man. Uh yeah, that's it. I think yeah, we're gonna get back to cooking. But
Awesome
shout out to
stuff.
leveraging this thing. Let's go. Have you thought of just building the organic page though? Like have you
We've done that for two clients so far.
Okay.
And it started to get traction. It's good.
Okay, nice. I was actually thinking there's a new insight that I was thinking. You see how, let's say, Tammy built his organic page with the things, like with the
Yeah, yeah,
show
yeah.
statement?
That's a big thing we've kind of mirrored off of in terms of the
Yeah,
ads, like how he's leveraged that. It's really
yeah.
good.
But one of the things that will happen is right now, out of the 60,000 people that he has following him, there's probably a lot of people in renovation itself and bought homeowners. So what I
Mm,
was thinking is there might be a new gap where you could leverage these AI pieces of content, the short form, to go viral and then build up an audience and then go sell attention instead of selling services per se,
mm.
if that
Yeah,
makes sense. Because then you can run
absolutely.
retargeting ads and then be like, hey, are you a renovation development company? Please fill in your information. Are you a
Yeah.
homeowner? Please fill in information and location. And then you can become
You got both sides.
a company that
Sells
sells
both. Yeah,
eyeball.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yes,
really
sir.
good. I've never thought
Yeah.
about that. That's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So if anybody ends up kind of like leveraging this, there is an infinitely more scalable opportunity, which is acquire attention and then sell attention. The same business model that Facebook uses, Google uses, everybody uses, right? It's one of the best, most beautiful business model ever. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ian.
No
Let's get
worries.
back to it.